Hi everyone, welcome back to Teaching with Tula. I'm Laura Dupree, and today we have our Lurella box. This has got to be one of my favorites because it's always got unique items in them. Mostly it's beauty, 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 but it's not like makeup necessarily. Sometimes it is for sure, but it's not just about the makeup. It's about accessories and things, fun stuff, tools, and the whatnot. So let's jump in. I believe this is still the June box. This one's been here for a smidge of time, and since we're just on the 2nd of July, I'm going to say this is from June. But we may find out that that's different, and if so, you'll see. I will update the description accordingly. So let's just jump in and get started. We've had these before. I'm not sure exactly how to work them. Okay, I've got a light that's going a little bit bananas, so sorry about that. These are compressed sponges. So you get these wet and they expand. I've never tried that in the real world, but I'm curious. I mean, we can do that. Let's see what happens. So I've got my little squirty squirt, and it's just paper thin. So let's just saturate this thing. Ooh, I don't want to do that over my computer. So let's just trying to keep it. Okay, you can see this is getting very sponge-like. So if I were to soak it into water, my guess is it would be a lot more effective than using just this spray. But that's interesting. And then you can just use it. It's a sponge. It's a portable sponge. It's nice. I could see putting these in like a travel bag and just get them wet and you can toss them when you're done. They'd be great for travel, especially if you want something that's quick. And I know oftentimes when you go to a hotel, sometimes it's hard to find if you don't, unless you bring like wipes or something to get the original um, makeup off, or the little white sponges. Unless you carry around a bunch of that stuff, this will do it all, right? And then you can just toss it when you're done. So very nice. I like these. I think I'm convinced now. Before I got the little spray thing in here, I wasn't sure I was gonna really be able to try, but they work. They do work to a degree. Interested to see how it happens in like a large pool of water. This has just been misted and it's already gotten bigger. All right, cool. Next up, let's see what this is. I'm just realizing I have no glasses in here, so I hope I'm able to read the things. Okay, this is by Lurella. It is the Double or Nothing Blush and Highlighting Duo. Ooh, that's a pretty blush. I'm not sure how I feel about the highlighter, but I love the shade of that brush. And it comes with a little mirror, which I love. Very nice. I don't know what to think about that. It's a little gold. I don't know, but I'm loving the blush. That's just a great shade. I love it. Okay. Very fun. We don't get a lot of makeup in these boxes typically. Maybe one or two items in a box will come, but this is fun. I love this color. I'm really into the color pink. The gold, I don't know, maybe nighttime. Maybe nighttime is a good time for that. But I do love the pink, so that is definitely a keeper. Okay, and then next up we have the Lurella. This is the matte setting mist, 30 ml product. We've had these before. I think I actually still have some. Works pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. It's a setting mist, you're going to, apply your makeup, and then you're going to shake up the mist and spray it, and it's supposed to set your makeup. It works pretty good. All right. Next up, we have a set of, so that was 1, 2, 3 items. So now we have 4 brushes, which I do love. These, so this is definitely going to be like your blush brush, or a highlighter, perhaps. It does have a bit of an angle. They're really soft. They are super soft, actually. Oh, I really like that. But yeah, you can see it's got a little bit of an angle. I don't know how best to illustrate that, but anyways, it's not straight across. So that would be excellent for like a blush or a contour, something like that. So very well done with that one. And then the next one, these I love as well. These are going to be really I call these blenders, because I tend to have a bit of a time when I'm doing my eye makeup, especially with the shadows. These help to kind of lightly, they're a very light brush. Um, they're not real firm. And so it's just something to lightly kind of go in and blend without streaking through what you've laid down. So it's really, in my view, it's a nice tool to have. And I only have a few of them that I really, really like to use. And so this would definitely fit the mark for that. I think we have another few that would be perhaps good in similar situations. This one is more, I don't know. I think this one could definitely be kind of an all over um, brush, just to cover the entire lid. And it's firm enough. Like, it's not too flimsy. It's not going to spread your powder all over. It's compact enough to do that, to apply that base layer. And then the last brush, just from my first appearances, I'm going to guess this is something that, yeah, it could be used for inside the crease. It's just kind of that right size to be able to work into the crease, or if you're doing a cat eye. I love it. Very nice. I get excited when we get brushes because, well, first of all, I have a pretty big collection started, but I do like to use different brushes, and they do all kind of have um, different uses. And it is personal preference to some degree, right? How you want to use them. So there's no like laws or anything, but I definitely do have my feelings about which ones I like to use, what shapes I like to use where. And then the next thing we have is a duo. So we'll show one thing at a time. These are from Peanuts. I don't know if I'm aging myself, or if y'all are familiar with Charlie Brown. I certainly am. It was very, very famous in the 70s, probably 60s too. This is the Peanuts. Well, it doesn't tell me what it is, but I think it's a liner. Yeah, I think that's going to be a lip liner. And that's the color. But you know what? I am almost tempted to use something like this as a light little something for the eyes, even. I don't know. I like it. But I think it's a lip liner. And then we have an accompanying gloss. The shade is Charlie. So if that's the liner, oh, that's pretty. There's the gloss. It's nice. It's very nice. I think, for me, this is kind of more of a, I won't say fall, per se, but I would say as we venture into September, maybe it's leaning towards the fall. I like to do like the pinky blushes of lip gloss um in the summertime, especially if I've had some sun and I've been able to get some color on my face. um it just is more conducive to, for me, for my complexion. But I love the way that it went on. I'm trying to use this sponge, but it's starting to dry out, so that's another good thing. It doesn't stay wet. But this is kind of a little bit sticky. I'm not sure that I have negative feelings about that, but it does feel a little sticky. And it could be because I didn't use something appropriate to remove it to start with. But no, it's sticky because even with this, even with a wipe, it's yeah. But we got it off. I mean, it's not like it's a problem. It's just I probably started with not such a good idea by using the sponge first without it being fully wet and being able to, really get in there and do what it's supposed to do. But anyways, very nice. I like this duo a lot. It will get used, so I'm very happy about that. And then we have one more item that I'm excited to share with you guys. Let's see. This is the Lurella Melt Away Calming Cleansing Balm. I love a good cleansing balm, and I use them. I don't know what else to say. I use them. I enjoy using a cleansing balm um, on my face. I don't know. I just feel like I'm just really getting in there. A cleansing balm, I don't know. It hits a little differently than like just a different type of cleanser. I don't know. I just feel like I'm getting in there, able to get in there. And I love it. Melt Away. I've not used this one before though, so I'm excited to try. And it even comes with like the little applicator on the lid so that you don't have to dig in like me with my fingernails. And the consistency, well, you can see it's very thick. It's not. It's thick. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand so you can kind of see. I think I did that backwards. I think I should have used the other side. But anyways, um, I don't remember how this went on. Something like that. Anyways, it just really feels like it's getting down into the heart of melting away that makeup and the residue. It feels really nice on the skin. I really like that. Yay. I'm happy about this box. I'm really happy about this box. This has turned out to be quite the triumph, if you ask my personal opinion. It's a good one. Um, Lorella never ceases to amaze me, and I mean, I'm not like surprised in a way that I expect anything less than great, but it's just like they just keep getting better for me. And I enjoy it very, very much. So this is a box that even though I am, you guys, starting to cut down right now on the number of boxes, I say that, yet we just placed a pretty large order from Miss A. It's their 4th of July special sale. I've got, I don't, way too many things, but it only cost me like 20 some dollars. So I, I can't wait to show that to you. I got more than 20 products. So I'm excited about the specific things that I got. So for once, it wasn't just I'm going to sample this, I'm going to sample that. It was, oh, I love this. Christmas is coming. And you'll see what I mean when it gets here, but I'm going to need it. And I was just shocked that they had them, and it was a great deal. Anyways, very, very pumped and excited about that. And then we have a new PR set that's coming from that I paid for from P. Louise. That is the everything kind of the teddy bear collection that they have recently launched. So I'm excited to bring that to you when it gets here. And then of course we have our Ipsy bags that are part of our standard monthly subscription boxes. So there'll be a few that continue to come in, but I am kind of looking at the list, like the Thera box. I thought I had actually canceled that one. Um, I have to do some research and make sure that that was in fact canceled. Some of them I paid like for the year in its entirety when I first signed up. And so even though I canceled the subscription, I'm still getting the boxes that I've already paid for. So it's kind of hard to figure out where I'm actually at with those. But anyways, we're gonna look into that. But you may see fewer, and I'm definitely thinking about maybe changing up a little bit of the format. I want to be able to bring you guys content, and it's really important to me. I love doing this. I love sharing with you guys. But I want to make it meaningful, and I want to be able to, most importantly, really have a productive way of utilizing the products that come in, because obviously I cannot use every single thing, but I want to be able to share where I can with others that are in need. So I'm going to be looking at what type of things I am bringing in, and I may be adjusting the box types. We're going to see if we're going to evolve over time. The number of videos may decrease just in the immediate future, because again, we've been struggling with some family emergency type things that are going on in our lives right now. And so we're kind of going through that, and we're having to, make space for us to deal with our family, and be able to help in some personal areas. So we're doing the best that we can. I will continue to record shows as frequently as I can, and bring you the stuff as it comes in. It just may be a little less often. I still multiple times a week still want to continue down that path, but maybe not as frequent, not as many shows during the week. So we'll see how that evolves over time, you guys, but I am so grateful that you're here with me. It does mean the world. I see the views are going up. I see the subscriptions are going up, and it just means so much to me. I know your time is really, really valuable. And the fact that you choose to spend any of it hanging out with me really means everything. It's just so uplifting to me, especially as I'm facing, our family is facing some difficult challenges. So it really does lift my spirits, and it's wonderful. So if you like what it is that we do here, please hit the like buttons, folks. Maybe subscribe, leave a comment. None of those things cost anything, but they do go a really long way to help support me and my channel, and help to keep us moving forward every day. With that being said, please, my friends, stay blessed and be well, and we will see you next time. Bye.
I'll lace my boots and step on out. This world of wonders, no room for doubt. With every step I learn, I grow. I found the beauty in the glow. Mirrors, reflection, story untold. Each line, each scar, a treasure of gold. I'm diving deep, uncovering the key, finding what works, what sets me free. I'm painting my world with shades of light, blending the truth.